For today's third grade small group, you are going to focus on playing a game called Polygon or Not and naming fractions. To review with students first, and it's always helpful to have a visual, so writing this down to review with them, is what are the three rules for a shape to be a polygon? One, it has to have more than two sides, so three or more. It needs to be made up of straight line segments, and it has to be closed. So there's a stack of different cards. What you can do is just go around the table and show students the card and just ask polygon or not. So first one, ask that first student polygon or not. Yes, because, and then they would say it has more than two sides, it's made of straight lines, it's closed. Next student, polygon or not. Yes, more than two sides, straight lines, closed. Polygon or not. Yes, polygon or not. And keep going through. I promise they're not all polygons. There are a few, like this one is not, it's curved. Most of them, though, are polygons. After today, you're going to actually start naming the polygons with kids, but at this point, it's just about that repetition, polygon or not, yes, and having them say the words. And it's up to you. You could have the whole group say, like if you said, okay, Laura said that it is a polygon. Everyone, what are the rules that make it a polygon? More than two sides, straight lines, it's closed. That is really powerful too, as long as they're not too terribly loud. Spend about 5 minutes on that. You might not get through all the cards, or you might go through the cards more than once, depending on the group. After that, we're going to name fractions. They've never done this before, so going slow, especially today, and working through this together as a group will be powerful, so that other days they can start to do this much more independently. This game board is from a bump it game, but it works great for naming fractions. And here's what you'll do. While they can be messy, vis-a-vis markers are really, really good for this. But what you'll do is you'll start off by showing students and reminding them, well, when we name a fraction, the first piece of that fraction is the denominator. What is it? It's the denominator. And they might do it in that deep, scary voice. The denominator tells us how many pieces the shape is cut up into. So let's count this first shape. How many pieces does it have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? 5. So the denominator on the bottom tells us how many pieces it's cut into. Then the numerator tells us how many pieces we have. We're going to look at the shaded pieces. How many pieces in this pie are shaded? 1. So that fraction is 1/5, because it's 1 out of 5 equal parts of 1 whole. Next one, what is our denominator? Well, how many pieces is it? It's not 0, it's 1. And there's only one piece shaded, so 1 out of 1, that's really just 1 whole. You'll keep going as a group until you feel like students are ready to start filling these in with you. So again, ask them how many pieces in this shape. 5. How many are colored? 3. What is the fraction? 3/5. So 3 out of 5 equal parts of 1 whole. That's super important as you guys are discussing this. So it's the numerator out of denominator equal parts of 1 whole. Okay, next one. How many pieces altogether? 4. How many shaded? 3. Okay, so what fraction is it? 3/4. 3 out of 4 equal parts of 1 whole. You might start, depending on the group, you might need to be the one writing, or you could start letting students pass it around and write. So same thing, how many pieces here? 6. How many are shaded? 1. What's the fraction? 1/6. What does it mean? 1 out of 6 equal parts of 1 whole. When you feel like students are ready, it might not be today. I would honestly recommend today just going ahead as a group and filling these in. So you might pass it to the next person, have it be their turn. They write the fraction, then you guys all say the chant. So in this case, it would be 3 out of 3 equal parts of 1 whole. This one would be 1 out of 5 equal parts of 1 whole. And just get through as much as you could. Tomorrow they'll start filling this in individually, but for today, keeping it as whole group as possible, and then getting them used to that chant. That's it. Thank you.